Hold on, wait.
Yeah, you slept in a bathtub,
You've
bro.
slept on the floor of an
Yes.
airport.
Yeah. You know
Your
what?
level, you travel economy all the time.
You went to Las Vegas hospital to get your stomach pumped.
There is only a single bed, an inflatable mattress, and a couch you cannot fully lie down.
I
All
think
or
we
nothing.
should. I think we should all just sleep on the floor.
Wait, so no one
No,
gets the
that's
bed.
dumb. That's
dumb because
you got the resources, bro.
missing out.
Someone's got to have good sleep.
You are flying economy in a 3-3-3 configuration. I kind of like looking outside. I don't know. I have an appreciation for it.
Okay, so
So he gets the middle seat.
You know what? I'm okay with this. I'll accept this. This is pretty good.
everyone has an opportunity to sit there, look out outside the fucking window, put their leg out, sit in the middle, cramped. That's a personal preference you're putting forward.
Well, okay, but I went at least with him in mind, going, "You're the tallest."
In my case, I travel the most bizzo, so I should get it. That's how I would justify
Okay,
it.
so
This is his justification of the seating situation.
well, I've got two. I've got two
He's
solutions.
gonna go. I never get the chance.
Yeah.
I should get it.
Yeah.
Cameras work?
They're all recording.
This one's black screen. Black screen, bro.
Is it actually? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, we'll review it.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Living the Dream podcast. Today, we discuss a few interesting things. So we start off the podcast with a conversation on private versus public. Chances are, if you have a kid, you are having this debate with your partner about whether it's really interesting to, valuable to send your kid to a private school versus a public school. We also have conversations on, and basically this is the main segment, which is a three-way debate on situations that we would very unlikely find ourselves, but we end up discussing who gets what in whatever context. I know it sounds very odd, but also very interesting. So if you guys are interested, keep watching.
Living the dream, boys. Living the dream.
And here we are again.
Yes.
How we going?
Good.
Busy.
When
How
are we
you?
not? When
Yeah,
are we
that's
not?
true. That's true.
Comfortable? I see you in a nice warm hoodie.
Yeah, it's really cold these days.
It is. But is it actually though? Because it was like sunny for the last few days and it was
Well,
pissing
how
rain.
much time do you spend outside? Because I walk to work, and I'm telling you, I am freezing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever be at a stage where you can tell Ari, and Ari's like, oh, I don't want to walk, but I used to work to work and...
He's going to be
know.
like, bro, shut your mouth. I've seen the
In an
podcast.
ideal world, when Ari starts going to school, will that be based on where you live and how you've mapped things out? Will that be a walking distance thing for him? Or would he have to be dropped?
It depends, because there's a primary school that I could walk to.
Right.
But if we decide to go private, then I'd have to drive there.
Or for primary as well?
For primary, yeah. I've never thought, and this is something to think about, right? I want to get your thoughts on it. I know we digress straight away, right? But I've always been like, oh, no reason to go private, just go public. We went all through the public system through, high school and primary school.
We turned out relatively okay.
We turned out okay, but there's a lot that didn't. But anyways, but one could argue that in private schooling, you also have that edge case, right?
Yep.
But then what I thought about was, if you go and send your kids to, say, private school for primary, chances are you're now interacting with parents that are probably in similar age bracket to you. So if it was an idea around networking, you're probably going to be networking with people that are also in a similar financial position to you. So now, as a byproduct of taking your kids to school, now you're like, oh, I get to interact with other parents that are at that level.
Question.
Yes.
Do you like networking?
No, absolutely not.
Because this sounds all good and well, and I'm excited for you if you'd like to talk to people.
Okay, caveat to that, I will have no choice, because I will have to go and take the kid to parent-teacher interviews, go to, school activities. I'm going to be forced into it. So I'm like, if I'm going to be forced into it, I may as well speak to people who maybe run their own businesses and doing their own thing versus people that aren't doing those things. That's my thought process.
So this is more for you than for him.
Yeah, it's got
Well, yeah,
nothing to do with...
personally, I don't think private schooling for primary school makes a major difference for kids.
I'm sure there are people who could, like Axel, my 6-year-old nephew, he goes to private primary school.
Okay.
And it's a joined primary and high. So you've got one big school.
So they'll stay in the same...
Correct. In
Yep.
the same physical location,
Yep.
but then they'll eventually
13 years.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
insane.
It's insane. But I'm sure, given that my sister and brother-in-law are teachers, that they find a benefit within the,
Maybe, yeah.
that sort of sector. But I don't know what that would look like for primary school kids. What would you do? Would you give, if you had a kid, would you put them into private primary school?
Probably not. It would really just depend what the local sort of catchment is and what schools are available in that area.
And then do you think that would be different if it was high school, say? Like, would you then consider it or?
Look, I think I would be open to private in high school. I think, if they can make it into selective, great. If they can't, then I'd probably go, let's consider private.
See, that's interesting because I wouldn't even get my kid to sit the selective school test. So I don't want them in that environment.
Fair enough.
It's just so interesting. Everyone's going to have a different approach.
You said this, I think 2 episodes ago, where you don't believe in the educational system, right? Like you believe it's a flawed concept. So I can understand your position before Ari even gets into school. I think it'd be an interesting conversation whether you start asking him what he would like to do. Whether he's at that age to comprehend it, of course, rather than right, I was just obviously a kid. But maybe when he's in high school, if there is a thought process to it, like, hey, how are you actually finding school? Because I think maybe there could be a conversation where he would tell you that, oh, I actually do enjoy it, and I feel like I am learning, and I get to meet people and stuff, which is great. Then it's like, cool, I'll push that.
I'll sort of step back and you do your thing.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's going to be an ever-changing environment, guys, because I was completely against private schooling. And now it was like high school, I'm open to. Primary school, no. Now I'm like, maybe primary school, maybe high school, no. I don't know.
Hang on, but there is this part where I know that we all believe this, that you are the average of the people that you hang around. Could we argue that the averages are better in a private sort of schooling sector, right? So then for that sake, would you then feel encouraged to know that your kid is hanging around people who are sort of raised in an environment where the parents want to push the kids forward as well, right?
But then do they live in a bubble? Because if you go to public school, like we did, there were some people that had just had really bad backgrounds, but they were mates of ours. So you started learning and having perspective of something that was like not normal for you.
That's true.
Whereas you go to private school and you're like, oh, everyone's rich. Fantastic. This is how the world works. So I think there's pros and cons. That's why it's so hard to understand.
I also think for things like, Ed Start as a financing option for a lot of people has allowed private schooling to be far more mainstream than what it was in the past. And I think there are a lot more people that are willing, if they're willing to pay $200,000-$300,000 for their wedding, are most likely taking the route of, hey, I'm going to send my kid to private school. I think there are a lot of people, like, a mutual mate of ours, he was telling me about how some of his mates that he went to school with are now trying to save up to, get their kid into private school. So I think there's the variation will be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of years. But relative to when, say, we were in school versus now, I think there's more of a diverse range of people that go to private school.
And the final point on that I would make is they've also done comparisons where if you didn't spend the money on private schooling and invested that for your kid, then when they actually come out of school, are they better off with having something there to buy assets versus I just spent all this money for them to get education, which technically is the same syllabus that you would learn elsewhere.
Right. At like a better quality to an extent, with a room filled of different people to an extent. That's very interesting.
Well, let's A/B test this. You send him. You send Ari. Maybe I can be the midpoint, and then you send them to public school, and then we'll just see how they end up.
And then we'll flip it. When they go to high school, I'll go to public. And then we'll do the opposite.
But all 3 of us went to public though, and we're all relatively okay.
No, but dude, we make up a very small number of people that, have done somewhat decent for themselves.
We had plenty of people from Campsie Public that either in jail, dead. Plenty of shit happened to them.
Yeah, wow. I mean, to be fair, there are a few drop kicks from my school as well. I just keep...
Ingleburn High, right?
Ingleburn High, shout out. A few, yeah.
A few.
Shout out to that school. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really care too much about the whole private-public debate. I actually just care that my kid's doing all right. Like, hey, how you finding school? I don't give a shit if you are passing exams or failing exams because it's not a big deal. But of course, like if they're like, hey, I want to get better at studying and stuff, sure, like I'll, push that conversation, but I just couldn't care. I really couldn't care.
reckon that changes when you have a kid.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because now you're like, I want the best for you. And if the best for you is the best education, then you go, I want the best education for you. Is it necessarily better for them? I don't know.
Well, how about this? Because, you've had some friends over the years that done IB.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a very well-versed, if you were to look at schooling.
It's a better system than...
Yeah. Is that something you wouldn't consider?
Maybe. who knows what schooling looks like in 10 to 15 years.
look,
to be
that's
honest.
true as
very
well.
true. It's
That's
rapidly
true too.
changing as we speak.
In
so.
saying that, though,
It's
you know,
still the same way that they've done it for like last.
you've
50
heard of
years.
the rise of like this thing called alpha schooling in America.
Alpha
yep.
schooling.
Yep.
Yeah, alpha schooling.
No.
I can see those worlds being created in places outside of Australia, but Australia is too rigid. It's going to take them a very long time to pivot.
Anyways,
Okay. Well, I mean, nice to talk
Private
about
and public
education.
school.
Private and public. We're not even planned. But how are you guys otherwise?
Good. Yeah, very good.
So
very good.
Obviously busy. Other than that, any stories? Any stories?
Well, what I'm going to say is I'm doing a staycation on Friday.
Ooh.
Oh,
So Friday, Saturday, and then come back Sunday, but
with
with this special somebody.
You can actually say the hotel because by the time the episode comes out, in case you're thinking, oh, people are going to come and find you because we're very popular people here, this will come out.
I'm staying at the Crown in Barangaroo.
Have you stayed there before?
Yes, I
Wow.
have. I did
any
a staycation
special
there.
any special occasion, or just like, hey, I just want to spend time with this person.
I need a fucking break.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
That's a special
simply
occasion.
put, because the thing is, we had made this deal that after every 3 to 4 months, we will take some sort of a break just to kind of recharge ourselves. It's last break I took was in September. That was my last proper break that I took. Ever since then, I've just been on. So though this isn't going to go, hey, I'm completely switching off and everything like that, but it's just going to give me that one day to just re-energize. You know, we've already got a few things planned. So it's going to just give me that kick
I'm
that I
excited
need.
for you. This
Thanks,
sounds very just take some pictures, vlog about it.
Well, of course I have to.
It's weird, just even the one day, and it happens to not be the weekend. It feels like an extended
Yes,
week, and you're like
yes.
in a different environment.
Yes.
Recharge.
Yep.
I love
That's
that.
mad.
Yeah.
Alright, exciting.
Yourself?
No, just more of the same. We're having a family get together because they're our cousins. I keep forgetting, like Tasha and Layla and stuff.
yeah.
They're our cousins, and they're like 12 and 13. So they really want to see Ari.
Okay.
So we're all having a bit of a gathering, and it also happens to be McGregor's fight.
I know.
So
Who's fight?
McGregor's back.
He's back.
Conor
He's
McGregor.
back. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Conor.
Who's he?
He's
Fighting?
versing Holloway.
I don't know, but I'm assuming.
Yeah,
it's a
the
big
way
deal.
you asked that question, I didn't
No.
think you
All
knew.
I know is just McGregor's back, and I know of McGregor. And I remember watching that with you many years ago in Revesby at that one pub that we all went to that
Yeah.
one time. And that was the only fight I've ever seen live. And
What a fight. By the way, for anyone that knows, he was watching McGregor versus Khabib.
Yeah.
Like, what a fight to watch.
That
It's
was-
the only fight
yeah,
he's
I know.
watched.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't really care for it, but it seems to be a thing that everyone's riled up about.
Yeah.
Sure, let's check it out. And I remember there was people so passionate in that pub, they were screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
And I couldn't care less, but it was just funny to watch the
Yeah.
people more than the actual fight. So he's back, and he's coming
He's
out
back,
of
so
retirement.
we're watching that at Mum's place.
How the promo's been, because I've been completely out of the loop there.
He's taking a different approach apparently, because I've watched a couple of interviews that he's done.
he's taken, okay.
So it would be interesting, but I'm not going to make this about UFC. How's life for you?
Well, I just told you guys I can't hear at the moment, which is a bit random.
You haven't been able to hear since when?
since Bali, which was about 3-4 days ago now, and yeah, so my ears have been blocked. But I have a story. It's a funny one. It's a bit
Tell
annoying.
us.
I never realized there was an actual I've seen TikTok memes about this, about passive aggressiveness at medical reception centers. And I never thought it was real until I went and it was real. So I go at midday, right, yesterday, and I'm thinking, cool, my ears are blocked. This is so freaking annoying. I know, and you guys know that we've all had syringe experiences. It's great. It just clears everything out and it just unblocks your ear. So I'm like, cool, I'll just go and I'll get it done. I go to the medical center, and this specific medical center where I live, they require you to check in via an app. So it solves the whole process of going in, lining up, giving you all of that stuff because you already got your DIT. Cool. So I check in. This is at 12 o'clock, mind you. So 12 o'clock comes, I'm now sitting there and it's packed. And for context, it's like a square. So the way the building is built, it's like a square on the ground floor, and you just sit around it, and there's all on this side and then on the other side, right? So you don't really know where you're going to be called. You just know you're going to be called. And the way you get called is you just have to hear.
And you can't hear.
And I can't hear. And I'm like, this is freaking annoying. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm trying to be attentive, right? But I also can only hear to probably this distance that we're in right now. Because anything beyond that, it gets very, I can't, it's muzzled. And,
Okay.
yeah, it's just very bad. So 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, half an hour go by, 50 minutes go by. and I get a notification on my phone saying you've been missed because you never attended your call. So
Okay.
I'm like, oh, here we go.
Also, pause. If it's all done through the app, why don't they just notify you in the app?
That's a very good question. Apparently not. You just got to like pay. So there's flaws already, and now
Yeah.
I'm annoyed. So I get up and I go to reception. Now I'm in front of reception, and there's this middle-aged woman who's just typing, and I'm there. I'm literally there, and I can see she's busy. So I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting. I would say for a good 2 minutes before like she doesn't say sorry. I'll be with you in a second. She's just typing. She's just typing. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait for 2 minutes or just see what happens. Nothing. She eventually says to me, how can I help you? I'm like, hey, so I've been called, but I didn't hear my name. And then she goes, okay, what's your date of birth? What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Search me up in the system. And she's like, yeah, you were called about like 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I can't, I didn't hear it. She goes, well, how come you couldn't hear it? Like they usually like say your name and whatnot. I'm like, well, that's the thing. I actually came here because I can't hear, so this defeats the purpose. Like, and I'm saying it as this, and she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, like, just pay a bit more attention." And I'm like, "Okay, well, how does this work?" Because it just now says that I pushed back like further down the queue, like could you please like do something? So she's typing again, and at this point, she's like, I don't know what she's doing. She's just typing. And for 30 seconds, I'm like, oh, are you helping me? Are you not helping me? And she goes, yep, okay, we've pushed you to the top of the queue. Great, awesome, thank you. Where do I wait? Because this is a square, and I don't know. She goes, oh, you just have to like be receptive. They'll call your name. I'm like, no. So you don't understand. Like the reason as to why I'm here is I can't hear. So if you're like, I can barely hear this conversation, and I'm getting annoyed, right? And I'm like, if you're telling me just to pay attention for them to call my name and that's a problem, obviously this is not going to work. So I'm like, can you tell me where to wait specifically? She goes, most likely this doctor from number 26, go to that door, they'll call you in. I was like, great, thank you so much. And she's like, just pay attention. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm actually done. So I just got this very like, you're actually not listening to me conversation.
Bro, just listen.
Yeah, anyway. I go to 26 and I'm waiting there. Calls my name. Dr. Kai comes and see me. Yep. And he's like, hey, like, how's it going? What can I do for you today? I'm like, I can't hear. He goes, okay, great. Why? I'm like, look, I went to Bali. He looks at my ear. He goes, look, yeah, the pool that you went into when you had your ears blocked was probably caused by wax buildup and then the ear from like swimming.
Which you're like, I already know this.
Sure, thank you. Great. He's like, cool, we'll just syringe your ear. I'm like, thank you. That's wonderful. So then we go to the back and he like gets this device out. And it's in my ear, like water is pumping into there. And I'm like, great, any second now, it'll come out and I'll be able to hear nothing. And he looks and he goes, yeah, look, it's very deep, like pushed into your ear. It's like, it's pretty bad. We can't actually extract it. We can't get it out. I'm like, so what do I do? He goes, oh, you're just going to have to get like over-the-counter eardrops. I'm like, so hang on. So the solution to this is getting over-the-counter eardrops, which I could have just gone and done it myself.
Which you've tried before, right?
Which I've tried before, like not this time around, because I'm like, I'll just get it to just do and whatnot, and it'll fix it. And he goes, yeah, that's the only solution. He goes, come back in 3 days. So I'm like, excellent.
So then if, you know how people talk about like this whole idea of lifestyle creep and it's bad for you, that's advice given by the wrong people for the right people, right? But for yourself, because you know that your income has the potential to be exponential. And if that part changes, then the rest of your life needs to also upgrade with that. Because now your asset isn't, can I save some money? It's, can I save my time? And so that, I think, is the point you're trying to make, is life isn't the same as it was 2 years ago. And if you went, hey, my biggest opportunity here is to save as much time, the boys just recommended this is a service that can come and be done in 5 minutes. Let me book it in straight away. That's the key takeaway.
Thank you. Appreciate it both. Thank you. Post this conversation. Feel free to pass it across. I'll contact them today. Hopefully they can come tonight. Otherwise, maybe tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it also
Bro,
goes.
crystal clear.
What'd you say?
You can hear everything. I was hearing like a bird that was like eating food about 3 kilometers away after I got it done.
It's weird because obviously your ears are linked with your balance. So everything's just a bit distorted for me at the moment.
That'd be so annoying.
It is. Pretend like just push it, like just block your ears. That's kind of...
that's...
Yeah, it is. But fortunately, I can make out what you guys are saying in this podcast.
Well, that's the main thing.
Or anything further than that, then we have a problem. But
All right, let's jump into our first segment finally.
it's called a three-way debate.
Okay.
How are you going to do a three-way debate? You can't even hear.
Okay, so this one's basically, it's called three-person scenario. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unlikely situations we would actually in reality find ourselves in, but to entertain the hypothetical, we all have to debate who gets what amongst the three of us in this particular situation. Pretty simple stuff. Today's actually more of a game day than it is a discussion day.
Love that.
I feel like we've
already done the discussion.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, so are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Number one, you are all, so all three of us collectively, sharing a room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there is only a single bed, an inflatable mattress, and a couch you cannot fully lie down. Who out of the three of us sleeps where?
Is it just the one night?
Okay, I knew that this game you will be asking a lot of caveats for, so I get it. There are unfortunately no specifics.
No further information.
Yeah, so no further information.
Okay.
But if you want, we can entertain this.
Okay. If it's just the one night, which let's just assume it's the one night, I think the fairest system will be literally scissors, paper, rock, or some sort of game, and then we figure out who's going to get the bed, who's going to get the couch, and who's going to get the inflatable mattress thing.
Okay, so this is it. Well, I have a system, but Deeps, what are yours?
I agree. It's just equality. We'll just do it out like who pulls the shortest straw type of situation.
Yep.
Yeah, valid. Okay, cool. My system, semi different, is who's likely to fall asleep in terms of the situation. So I suck at sleeping. I really suck at sleeping, unfortunately. Out of the three of us, I feel like you're the better
Probably
person
the best
to
one to
sleep.
Yep.
I feel like you might have that superpower followed by you. I don't know. I like on a comfortable bed, I struggle to get to sleep.
Yeah.
So that's probably my logic.
So your logic would be then,
only in this scenario.
Yeah.
Only in this scenario.
But that
because there's other scenarios.
with that, you would say then you should get the bed.
maybe.
I would look at the other way and say, if you're going to get shit sleep regardless, you should get the shittest
I should get the
outcome.
couch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, valid.
Yeah, but that also comes down to he can probably go to sleep the quickest, but that also depends on his environment. If
That's
he's
true.
sleeping on an inflatable or on the couch, he's probably not going to go to sleep.
Then
the
we all
quickest
have shit
either.
sleep.
I
All
think
or
we
nothing.
I think we should all just sleep on the floor.
Wait, so no one
No,
gets the
that's
bed.
dumb. That's
dumb because
you got the resources, bro. Someone's got to have good sleep.
I think it's the principle behind it. I think, fuck the bed, all of this, everyone on the same page.
No, you know what I would actually think? I think out of the two scenarios, yours makes sense. But what we would do to compensate is whatever scenario next we would find ourselves in a predicament in, be like, hey, because you did this, you should get that.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably usually what we've always sort of done.
Yeah.
Well, but hang on a second. If you get this, if you get that, that's based on, that's like you said, scissors, paper, rock, right?
Yep.
So there's no...
Yeah, okay, yeah. But now go into the next scenario knowing, say, you do the scissors, paper, rock, and the same person cops it twice. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So what I would say is, hey, you should get priority
But
for
I think
whatever.
that's just a byproduct of the game that you're playing.
No, I agree with him. I think that if that is the standard you set first up, then it's like, okay, I got the bed, which means at breakfast, you should get the best meal because you had the worst sleep.
By the way, I'm fairly sure there's going to be people listening to this who relive like this sort of scenarios, not so much in the sleeping situation.
I can confirm we will not be in this situation ever.
That's what I'm saying. I literally started by saying these are situations we would never
I will not
in.
be traveling anywhere if there's only one room.
That's exactly, I which I thought was very funny just to address.
All right,
the
next.
next one. I will state to the obvious again, we will not all collectively be in this situation.
Yeah.
Number 2, economy flight seating. Right. You are flying economy in a 3-3-3 configuration. So there's just the standard, and there's a aisle seat, a window seat, and a middle seat.
Yeah.
Out of the three of us, who gets what? So I have an idea. As to how I would go about it. I wouldn't go through the scissors, paper, rock situation.
How would you do it?
Okay, well, did you want to ask if this comes with any caveats of how long the flights are?
Let's just assume whatever we assume.
All right, so my way, I think because you're the tallest, you're probably going to be cramped the most. Therefore, you should get the aisle seat. I think out of the three of us, I kind of like looking outside. I don't know, I have an appreciation for it.
Okay, so...
So he gets the middle seat.
You know what? I'm okay with this. I'll accept this. This
But
is
does
pretty
that,
good.
does that, hang on. Does that logically...
No,
I'm
it doesn't
trying-
make sense because that's a personal preference you're putting forward.
Well, okay, but I went at least with him in mind, going, "You're the tallest." So if he say in the, hang on. If he say in the hang on. I'm being genuinely serious.
Yeah, go.
If he's in the window seat, He's the tallest out of the three of us. So physically, he's in the most cramped position.
How is he? Can I ask you? How
don't
is he?
know.
No,
Wait,
no, no, no,
ask
no,
him
no, no,
to-
no, no. Don't say I don't know. Answer the question. How is he, despite being the tallest, is the space in terms of ratio the same across the
Look,
board?
it's
Well, I'll see. You can put your feet out.
Well, yeah, for what? A little while in between.
Yeah, but
you
think
can't.
about it.
You can't have your foot out like that the entire time, or
okay,
like this. the entire time.
Again, the differences are very marginal. You're not going to actually notice them. You're right. It's not a great difference, but we're just playing out the scenario. If we have to decide how will we go about it, this is I'm telling you how I would go about it. Even if the differences are very marginal and you can't actually tell, what would you?
Well,
do?
you can tell because if I'm sitting in the middle, that's not marginal
Well,
to me.
obviously, you dislike this entire preference.
How would you do it?
How would you
okay,
do it?
let's assume whether it's an hour flight, whatever. Let's say
No,
whatever.
fuck it. Let's go for a day flight.
Okay,
Let's
if it's
go
a
for
day flight, bro, rotation. Everyone rotates.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
You know, every 2 hours we all rotate, so everyone has an opportunity to sit there, look out outside the fucking window, put their leg out, sit in the middle, cramped. It doesn't matter, but
That's
it's all
pretty good.
rotational.
Rotation's good. If it's a long flight, I think that's a good way to do it.
6 hours. Same thing.
Yeah, bro.
So rotational every
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours, everyone gets this chance to sit everywhere.
That's pretty good.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was just going to do scissors, paper, rock. I didn't
Is-
have a
is
real
your
thought
default-
process.
No, but
Scissors,
see, this is
paper,
the
rock.
thing. Well, like you said, if we did scissors, paper, rock, and you won again, you said, well,
These
technically,
two aren't linked. by
Yeah,
the way.
so on the context of if these two were related,
Oh, if they were related,
if-
depending on how the first one went, we
Yeah.
would then do the opposite. But I
and
like
the
the
preference
rotation
would
better.
be, by the way, because I actually don't like aisle.
I
like
love
window.
aisle.
Oh, okay.
I love aisle too.
Okay,
Hang
so
on,
then
hang on.
really,
Wait. We should have actually discussed this. So I actually don't like aisle,
Okay, so aisle wouldn't be something that you would be going
and
for
you
anyway.
actually like aisle.
Yes,
I
but
like
Deep
window.
also likes aisle.
Oh, so you out of the aisle, window, middle, you prefer aisle,
Oh, well, if I had the opportunity, aisle, and then the window.
and then not middle. Then
No.
right?
Yeah. So then,
So
as a
realistically,
byproduct,
hang on. Realistically, the conversation is just between the two of you.
Nah, it's not.
How so?
Because we all hate the same thing. So it may not necessarily mean
Yeah,
that we
correct.
all like the same thing. If we all hate the same thing, that's the one thing that we're saying. What are we avoiding?
That's game theory.
I like that one.
Yeah, good.
Number 3. Okay, so
You're laughing because you know we're not going to find ourselves in this position. But
it's related to what we just talked about. So it's called surprise flight upgrade. So
because no rotation here, bruv.
yeah. So there is only one business class upgrade available. Who gets upgraded and which to stay in economy? Okay, I'm not going to say shit because obviously my ideas have been bad, but I also have an answer.
Okay, my ideas sounds bad.
So
but
far, he's been pretty logical. Why
But my
don't you
idea's
start?
pretty
Hang on,
logical.
hang on.
Okay, yeah, you go.
Why don't you
You go,
start
you go,
first
you go.
as to who out of the three of us would get? I actually have an answer, but who out of the three of us would get the one surprise flight upgrade to Bizzo?
So this for me isn't logic derived. I think for me this goes back to a scissors paper rock scenario.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if for any reason, right, you win, you might be okay traveling economy because that's how you travel for work anyway.
Correct.
And you might go, you know what, guys, I don't need this. One of you can take it.
Correct.
That's on you though, right? The onus is then on you or whether
Correct.
or not you choose to take that. But I think this is a case if it's independent and has no bearing on whatsoever. Because let's just assume, you know, like out of the three of us, you've said, hey, you know, we've had this trip and I've paid for X, Y, and Z. I would naturally go, you know what, Rav, because you've done this, this, and that, you take the upgrade. But if this is completely independent, objective,
Yeah. So like you're right. Like if I would use context
Yeah.
to discuss who would get that, right? So what has this trip led to, and how did we get here? What has each person sort of done? And objectively, great. I would go through that approach. That would make sense to me.
And let's assume there's no context.
There's no context,
So you would go
unfortunately.
paper,
you
scissors,
have
paper, rock.
scissors, paper, rock.
Yep.
Okay, so that's your answer.
Yep.
What's
My
yours?
theory somewhat similar, except I would go, you don't travel bizzo anyway,
Correct.
so you wouldn't know alternative.
Sure.
In my case, I travel the most bizzo, so I should get it. That's how I would justify
Okay,
it.
so
this is his justification of the seating situation.
well, I've got two. I've got two
He's
solutions.
gonna go, I never get the chance.
Yeah.
I should get it.
Yeah.
So the first one, absolutely spot on right. It doesn't matter to me. I'm very indifferent by it in terms
Yeah.
of how I travel. So provided I have somewhat of an okay seat, I'm okay to travel economy. The other answer is because I never travel Bizzo. I would like to travel Bizzo because I know the two of you regularly travel Bizzo, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I would then vouch for myself.
I think there's logic behind all three.
Yeah, but okay, let's just
Which one is right? Who knows?
okay, but let's just put this into perspective, right? You technically have the opportunity to travel business, but you choose not to take it.
Yeah, correct.
So how should I then be a product of something that you can technically control?
That's also true too.
Look, it's
How is that
you're-
my fault?
No, like I said, it's valid. It's genuinely valid. But if I just look,
What's valid, your point or my point?
what you're trying to say. But if I look statistically across the amount of times we've all flown and however many times it's been economy for me, Bizzo for you guys, vice versa, just based on that alone, irrespective of what causes have led to that and what is in or not in my control, just based on that alone. Again,
Okay.
that's how I would have approached it. But again,
Just to reiterate, we will never find ourselves in this position, by the way.
this is so funny. This is hilarious. All right, cool. Number 4. This one seems a bit more like realistic or not. Actually, no. They're all not realistic. There are only 3 meals. A zinger burger. A cheese and tomato sandwich. And a salad.
Easy. Salad, cheese and tomato, and I'm getting the zinger burger.
Okay, you know what? I'm agreeing
Yeah?
with you on this one
I'll take
because
it, whatever.
you've got more of a refined palate than all of us.
Or salad.
Like I said,
Salad.
Like I said, you
You
have
care about longevity and health.
Yeah, you
So
are
you
the
get
health
the
guy.
salad.
You know how we talked about many episodes ago, like what archetypes that we all play. Like you're the health and wellness guy.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yep.
So you
Just pop
have
some
the salad.
peptides in there and you be sweet.
You have the salad, which leaves the zinger and the cheese and tomato between the two of us.
Yeah.
And based on preferences.
If I got the cheese and tomato, I'd kill myself. It's veggie food, bro.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I don't mind an occasional
Yeah,
cheese.
I'm okay with that. Let's do it.
Any other? Because you've been logical so far. Is there
That's
any other?
logic. That's the only time you've applied logic to this situation.
This one's logical.
This one's logical. There's
right.
no other way or lens to look at this that I know.
No, not
of?
necessarily. Like,
We wouldn't go through this scissors paper rock thing here.
no, because you know what? I think the utility in satisfaction that one will get, say in his case, of getting a burger will outweigh him having a salad and vice versa. Like for me, if I have a salad, if I have a zinger burger, yeah, but I don't think I'll feel great.
I'd feel very happy.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Bro,
this.
you're getting the cheese and tomato, bro. There's no way you're getting my zinger burger, bros.
Look, if it's toasted and the cheese like is.
Bro, you could add whatever context you want, but that's the one you're having.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how these situations exist. Excuse me. Hotel shower situation. So we all need to shower. Who gets? Who gets the hot shower, the lukewarm shower, or the cold shower? Again, in what scenario does this exist in reality?
It doesn't,
It
but-
wouldn't. But let's entertain this hypothetical.
I'll tell you right now, I'll take the cold.
I'm going with the health and wellness thing again. I think you would be out of the 3 of us more likely to.
Yeah, but I think there are certain things that like I can just cop.
Yeah, like it's on that level of importance. You're like, this isn't a do or die situation.
Correct.
Yeah,
Like I went for that Bucks, right? For 4 days I had cold showers. So I think I'm okay.
F that.
I'm okay. I can do it. I can
What, do you
handle it.
prefer hot shower, lukewarm?
I mean, well, again, if I had the choice, I would like a hot shower.
Well, because I had the zinger burger, I don't mind the lukewarm shower.
Also, now we're applying context here.
Okay, cool. I see what's going on here.
No, hang on. We're not allowed to apply context. It's
Oh,
just
okay, got you.
Erase everything that happened
Okay,
before this.
I'll get the hot shower, you get the lukewarm.
Why do you get the hot shower?
Because you've had cold showers before, you like them.
I don't like. Excuse me. I've never said I like them. I've
Bro,
had them.
okay, let's just put things into
Wait,
context.
pause. Have you ever had a cold
You've
shower?
slept in a bathtub.
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, you slept in a bathtub,
You've
bro.
slept on the floor of an
Yes.
airport.
Yeah. You know
Your
what?
level, you travel economy all the time.
You went to Las Vegas hospital to get your stomach pumped. Game over.
Wait. We're not allowed to take context. That's not fair. It has to just
But
be...
we have to take ourselves as context, right? Because we know, like, that's how we've applied
we
everything.
have to assume that going into this situation, everyone prior history is equal.
No, that's
No,
bro,
but the whole
that
game's F
negates.
then.
Yeah, correct. That negates everything
It
that you
doesn't
just
work.
said so far.
It has to be our personal context. It has to apply. Like, you as a person, we need to know who you are to be able to go,
Like,
yes.
just before
fairness
this, you
can-
said I'm the wellness guy, so
Yeah, correct.
I
That's
should technically,
valid.
So you can't apply when
so
you want to.
I'm the flop traveler guy, so therefore I have to cop all the shit things.
Well, you
no, it's
chose to travel that way.
It's susceptibility to how much you have. Like, what's your threshold?
I don't like warm.
Yeah,
lukewarm
but
or
you've
cold
done
showers.
so many things.
Yeah. This
That-
would be like if you traveled and you had lukewarm water, you'll be like, whatever. Because you're like, I'm used to sleeping in the bathtub. Like, this is great, right?
Where did I sleep in the bathtub?
When you
But
were
when you went to
sick,
Thailand or some shit with
Manav,
Manav,
and you.
I didn't sleep in the bathtub.
Actually, I'll
Oh,
take
you
it
were
a step
throwing up in the
I take it a
bathtub.
I was
step
throwing
further.
up in the shower.
Before he left, he had a going away, right?
yes.
Did you sleep on the floor or in the bathtub in that hotel room?
Oh, yeah, I remember that story. No, so I was sleeping on the couch because there was.
But did you not sleep on the bathtub at any point in time? Because I
You passed
distinctly
out or
remember.
something.
I was feeling sick because I felt like vomiting. I didn't sleep, but I was laying in the bathtub.
Yeah, now I remember this.
I had the
I
bath
remember
on,
this.
by the way. I wasn't laying in an empty bathtub.
So you were naked, lying in the bath.
You fell asleep in the...
No, I didn't. Listen to me. You're not listening. I was feeling unwell, so I turned the bath on. So I'm like, let me just sit in the bathtub because I'm not going to sleep anyways. And it was like, I think it was like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. I just felt like, because there was so much alcohol still. So I'm like, I can't sleep. And I'm on the couch because I remember Prachi and Tanya had taken the bed. And so I'm like, there's not enough room for the three of us. So they're already in bed. I'll just like sleep on the couch. That situation wasn't a choice. Like, as in, I was in that situation. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm here now. I'm making the most of it.
But the argument
hang on,
is
before you interject, the couch was comfortable enough. So I fell asleep on the couch, but I felt sick, even irrespective. So I got up, poured the bath, and then I sat in the bath because I'm like, I can't sleep anyways. May as well just wait till sunrise or whenever these guys woke up. I didn't sleep. I don't know how you guys thought I slept in the bathtub. I didn't sleep in
because
the bathtub.
Prachi came in and found you in the bathtub.
Yeah. That's the story I remember.
I don't know. No.
You don't remember?
Bro, you've
No.
deleted this out of your memory then.
No, I didn't fall asleep in the bathtub. I fell asleep on the couch.
True. All right, next one.
All right, so you get the hot shower.
Yeah.
You get the cold shower.
Yeah.
I get the lukewarm shower.
Hey,
It's still lukewarm. It's
You're
better
still
than
getting
that.
lukewarm. Let's
better
just
than
put
that.
that into
I'm not
context, all
complaining.
right?
I'm not complaining. Lost luggage on a trip. So you arrive overseas and the airline messes up the bags. Who gets their full suitcase delivered? Who has to buy new clothes on the trip? And who has to wear the same clothes the whole trip?
Okay.
Go.
No, you say it because I think
You get your full suitcase. You get all of your luggage.
Okay.
Because the chance of you having insurance is nil. You wouldn't have insurance. So you should get your suitcase. Deeps likes buying clothes. So you would go out to a new location, you'd be like, hey, I'll buy clothes. And to be honest, it's going to be free anyway because it's insurance. And me, I probably got the most comprehensive insurance because I don't want anything to go wrong. So then in that case,
But
I
so-
can go
so-
buy new clothes too.
No.
Or I have to buy. I have
you
to wear the same.
clothes.
I'll wear the
this-
same clothes. I don't care.
I've actually got a different
Okay.
angle to this.
Okay.
I
thank
think
you.
I'm the most precious when it comes to this situation.
Yep.
So you know what?
I thought it'd be him that'd be the
No.
most.
I don't care about
I
this
think
stuff.
because think about it, right? Most of my stuff, like I've got a diverse range of clothing that I have.
Right.
My skincare routine. I've got everything. For me to now have to go and buy stuff, not working out. So
fair.
I think I deserve my entire suitcase. You guys figure it out.
Oh,
Because
I'll
you
take the
guys
option of I'll wear the same clothes.
So has to buy new clothes on the trip. Then is me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, but you'll pay a lot for that sort of stuff because you wouldn't have insurance.
I wouldn't care. It's clothes. And to be fair, I'd buy clothes that I'd like and it'd serve a purpose
fair.
afterwards. I'm okay with that scenario.
Yep.
Easy.
All right. Last one. Phone battery crisis. You are on holiday, so all three of us, and leaving the hotel in 30 minutes. You will be out for the next 6 hours. Everyone's phone is on 20% battery and there is only one charger. So this, I already know where this is going. So
Well, you won't have your phone anyway because it'll be
'Cause
stolen.
you'll lose it, which is what you did in Bali.
hang on. So who gets to charge first, and how do you split the 30 minutes? So my solution is there's only one person that needs to have a phone. It should be you.
Yep.
Are
Agreed.
we all agreed on that?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just logically, just checks out. I
Yep.
feel like you've always planned things for the trip in terms of itinerary or locations generally.
I did that when we went.
No, as in like how to get to certain places. Is that not you?
Nah, I think it's more him.
So what?
What do I do?
No,
I just come along.
No,
I come along. What do you do? No, you always research the hotels we're staying because that's
that's the most important for me. He's the most important about experiences.
I just come along.
You found the driver. Remember that?
That you guys didn't even like it the first.
Bro, that guy. As soon as I entered the car, I was like, "What the f did we do?"
Okay.
Like
so
I could when I'm on holiday, I can go without my phone, even if it's not charged. I don't care. But I think when it comes to the level of stability, if I was to look at the two of us, he's going to give that.
he's going to get it. Yeah, I agree.
So you,
In that case, I would still only charge my phone for say 20 minutes, and then you guys can get 5
I
minutes.
would just say, just take the full thing. Like, because when we're out, realistically, if we're going out, say on an overseas trip, we're going out to either do one of 2, 3, 4 things: visit an attraction, go on a theme park, go to a restaurant, or have that's actually it. 3 things realistically. So we wouldn't really we're not people to go, hey, can you take photos of that? We don't do that. We've never done that on our trips together from memory. So
And chances are, I'm the only one that's going to capture all the funny moments because I take videos of
yes,
that's true.
Yes,
That's true.
Okay.
I would just say just take the full charge.
that. Okay.
Take the
I
full
don't
charge.
mind. I'll go low battery mode. That'll last me 2 days.
That was it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
That was
nice.
interesting.
Nice.
This is a list that we will never do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this game is only purely hypothetical purposes.
But to be honest, a lot of people could find themselves in this position. I know that we would have found ourselves in this position like 10, 15 years ago.
I was about to say maybe 10 years ago. Absolutely. Like, if we had to do a modern take of this list now, it would be a different sort of flight structure. It would also be, we would either have one big space with individual rooms or just individual rooms completely separate. That's kind of it. Those are the main traveling points, I think. And the food
times have
situation
changed,
would
huh?
never happen.
Food situation.
As in the burger, that would never happen. So there you go.
When's the next time you're going to travel?
When's the next time all 3 of us are going to travel?
No. When are you actively going to travel?
I'm taking a week off in October to Hamilton Islands.
Okay. So you're going to have obviously a flight there.
Yes.
You?
It'll be at the end of the year. I have a wedding in LA.
Ah.
Yep.
And then you'll spend New Year's there as
Correct. Yeah. So
That's your next time you're traveling?
Sorry.
That's the next time you're traveling?
That's the next time. That's in December. So mid-year December. Sorry, mid-month of December is when I'm traveling onwards, and I'll spend Christmas and New Year's there and come back on like 2nd or 3rd of Jan. So
Right.
that'll be
Nice.
my like getaway, I guess.
Yeah.
Got it.
After a busy year.
well. I don't think I have travel at all.
When do you think you will travel with Ari, like on a flight?
I'm going to say
I know.
minimum year and a half.
Yeah, I know.
I know why, but I can't say.
I
But
don't
yeah.
know why, but I can't say. Why can't you say?
You know how it is.
I don't know
These
how it
things
is.
happen.
These things happen, bro.
Yeah, I don't think for at least the next year and a half,
Right. Okay.
which I'm cool with.
Can
Yeah.
I ask, is there a situation where you would travel in the next year and a half that meant that you couldn't take Ari?
I guess the only way we would do that would be if we did like a staycation.
Yep.
That could be a possibility. But in saying that as well, could we travel, say, an hour and a half away from Sydney and take Ari with us and we spend like a staycation there? That we could see as the max of us traveling.
I think you guys should do something like that for 2 reasons. One, it's going to help you guys build out the muscle when it comes to managing Ari outside of your comfort zone. And then 2, I think it also will give you both a bit of perspective. I know you both are homebodies and you like system and routine and everything like that, but I think you sometimes undervalue the idea of getting away. And now that you've got your own family, I think you should do something like that. sooner rather
I
than
thought
later.
the next time you would travel is like if Sandro decides that you guys decide to have a second, like another baby moon, right? Like people get away for that period. So maybe that
He'll travel before then.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I just clocked on. I just realized.
You just picked up what we were dropping.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, good chat.